Hey Rosebuds, it is Wednesday walkabout. So let's see what's still in bloom this week. This is Bentheimer Gold, and I received this from Palatine when they were shipping to the US. Palatine has closed. I also got Pompeii from them. And I just got an email that Lakeview Roses is going to be offering that rose. If you haven't signed up for their alerts or emails, you should definitely do that so that we can see what's going to be offered this season. This is Artemis, Dylan. Okay, changes for this week. I had the electrician here to wire the fountains, and he moved the electric box that was on this post back to the fence. And then I've got the landscape lighting guy coming this week, and he's going to move that box so that it'll just open up this walkway and look much nicer. Rambling Rector is looking like an octopus. It needs to be trained. I'm going to hopefully put that on the list of things to do this week. We still have the Japanese beetles here, and but they are dwindling down, just still a pain. And with it being so hot and the mosquitoes and the flies, I have not had the motivation to come out here to deal with them. This is Gold and Great. Thank you so much to everybody in the last video who commented to give me ideas on how to deal with my dogs using the potty here in the yard and then it destroying the new sod. I definitely am going to use some of those ideas and start training them, but somebody recommended to get this, and this product you can spray on the mark, let it dry for 15 minutes, and then once it's dry, they said the product says to go ahead and rake it out, and then I can seed it. So it's not the exact same color. I've got tall fescue, but I think it definitely helps to visually make it so that it's just not as bad. So there you go, a little bit better, and then I'll go ahead and seed that. And the sod's already getting watered so much every day. Let's take a look at it back here and see how it looks. I mean, you can still see it, but it's just not as jarring, don't you think? Thank you so much, everybody, for your comments. I'm hoping to get my girls trained and then also keep the grass looking nice. Okay, let's see. I've got phlox, and the reds have just done so well. These are True Love by Ping Lim, and they just feel like they're perpetually in bloom, which is awesome. I've got my red drift here, and then who's back here? I don't know. So the fountain here was wired up. The water is looking pretty high. I've got a float in there that it looks like I might need to adjust that. This is Savannah. The limelights are still looking outstanding. We've had so much rain and they're still looking awesome. Over here, we've got piano. And then this is True Passion. Sometimes it looks a little bit more orangey, and I was thinking that I was going to have to move it, but the color of it looks great right now. This is Piano, Bliss. In the back, I've got Sweet Mademoiselle, Flamenco Rosita, Against the Fence. Oh, this one I want to show you. This is AC Navy Lady in its first year, and it's just a beast. Looking at the size on it, it really wants to arch right now. Back here we've got Little Red Riding Hood, or it's also called the 1812 Rose. Ooh, over here, well, let me see who this is. This is Radio Times. But over here to the left is Martha Stewart. I am in love with this rose. It is really, really fragrant. If you have an opportunity to get her, you're gonna want to. She's healthy and just outstanding. This is out of Rosenheim. All right, let's go over to the other side. Over here I've got Benjamin Brittons that are soaring for the sky. This is Reminiscent Pink. We are looking wild here. Rosemantic. So Rosemantic red, cream. Pompanella is going crazy back here. I've got James Galloway soaring over my head. This time of the year is hard for me because I have to make a decision. As they're soaring for the skies, do I want to let them bloom or do I want to keep them in check? And so that's just kind of a decision that you're going to need to make. You do risk, as you let them arch like this, you do risk that the wind is going to snap them. And I want to see them bloom, but I also feel like they just look untidy when they start to arch like this. Roald Dahl. Drift roses still going. The crepe myrtle is finishing up its bloom. I've got Bliss over here to the right. A lot of Bliss in here, still in bloom. We'll go look at those from the other side. So over here to the left is, this is Fur Elise. This is William P.J. McCarthy. Elegant Fairy Tale. Lion's Fairy Tale. Bliss, lots of Bliss in here. She just makes me so happy. Spirea has a little bit of bloom on it. This is Simply Samantha. Oh, look back here. This is Soul Sister. And then this is Pom Pom Veranda. This is Martin Frobisher, and I'm gonna take it out. I don't like the blooms. I don't like the way the leaves look. I mean, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. It is a rugosa. So I'm thinking I'm not a rugosa person. I know rugosas do well in colder environments. I also don't like that they spread. Here to the left is Power Puff Pink, and these are 2 seasons old, and they're just tiny. I mean, they're 18 inches in height. I didn't realize that they would be so small. So mine have not grown taller than this. They were en route, but I mean, I guess, I don't know. I'm gonna have to just decide if they're gonna stay here or not. Mine Rose. Graude La Rosse. tall this is. Adorable Parfuma. This is Loves Me, Loves Me Not. Look how many petals. Wow. Very highly petaled. Let me check the scent on that. It's got a light fragrance. Not as strong as Martha Stewart. This is called Starry Sky. Penelope Lively. The fountain, let's see, the fountain that goes here to the right is arriving in 2 weeks. But we're all set for that. Amber Sun is a great rose if you're looking for something that's constantly in bloom. You can't go wrong with Amber Sun. This is for Signy. I'm gonna cut back my crazy loves today because they are looking crazy. Easy does it. This is a fantastic rose. I hope they bring it back into circulation. This is Orange Veranda. I love all of the veranda roses. White Veranda, Mango Veranda. I think it's called Jolie Veranda. All of the verandas are fantastic. This is Coral Drift. Who's this? Oh, this is Reminiscent Coral. This is a new introduction, and the color looks really pretty with the Coral Drift. Kind of reminds me of Easy Does It. Let's see if it has a scent. I would say it's very light. Sod's looking good. We're keeping that watered. Okay, these roses flanking this walkway have been in continual bloom, and this is, I think it's called Coral Vigorosa. The daylilies have finally finished their blooms, but they were there forever. Plum Perfect. This is Red Salvia, and it's looking very tall. I think that I might need to cut that back this week also. On plan for this week, I've got those boxwoods that are out front. I had planned on replacing those already, and I went to the store and they didn't have them, so they had to order them again for me. So I will be replacing the boxwoods with azalea, and I'll share that with you in the next video. I'm also going to replace this Abrevieties sphere. I fixed the irrigation, but it's just not looking very happy, so we're gonna fix that. The Wizard of Oz here is starting to bloom again. Dappled willows need to be trimmed back. They take a lot of work. They're pretty, but if you want to keep that shape, every couple of weeks they need to be trimmed. Sonnenwelt. Bliss. Raspberry cupcake, taking a little bit of a break. Let's see, over here to the right, Sweet Mademoiselle. She's a tall one, so I like having her on that lower level, but she's probably 6 foot tall. Let me see. And then next to her is Loves Me, Loves Me Not. I'm looking forward to her getting some height, a little bit more height on her, so that she's not dwarfed by Sweet Mademoiselle. Over here we've got Delish, still putting out some blooms. Top Cream. Bolero is getting ready to put out another flush. This is Summer Romance. Liv Tyler taking a break. So I'm gonna probably cut back all of this Summer Romance today. When it's hot like this, I really just try to do about 30-minute increments and then go back inside and cool down. Let's go over on this side. Got Peach Drift. I can see back against the fence there is Rosarian Uterson. Behind this bench, Bliss is going to be putting on a nice flush in the next week or so. I've got Phlox back here, pink and purple, and that is the Proven Winners. I feel like it starts with an L, like Luminera or something like that. This is White Pet. This is another favorite of mine down here, and this is La Marne. Lots of bliss in here. It's always fascinating to me that if you have the same variety in your yard scattered, they all bloom at the same time. I don't know. It's weird for me that I didn't realize that would be like that. I thought there'd be some variation, but that's just the way that they work, that they're all typically blooming in the same time. So if I have a rose sometimes that I can't figure out what it is, I just look around and see if there's anybody else blooming that's similar. This is Peach Glory. Vanessa Bell. Little White Pet. Benjamin Britten. This is a rose that I don't know what it is. It's a David Austin, but it's not Wild Eve, which is what it was supposed to be. This is William Morris with a Japanese beetle. And that's it. All right, so in the next video, we're gonna plan on having that box moved for the landscape lighting and just maintaining the height in the garden. Thanks so much, Rosebuds. I'll see you in the next video.